Odessa, Ukraine. From here and elsewhere, every year 1.6 million migrants make their way to the European Union, which makes immigration the main source of population growth, much more than the difference between births and deaths in the EU. And as Europe is growing older, immigration is vital to make up the shortage of manpower, to increase cultural diversity and stimulate growth. But alongside legal migration, illegal migration can go hand in hand with criminal or illicit activities and the violation of human rights. So is migration a good or a bad thing for Europe? With its vast external land border, the European Union has many points of entry. One of the main ones is the route from the east, and it's here that the European Union has decided to launch its global approach to migration, a comprehensive approach already used in the south with Africa. So how does it work? The objectives of the new strategy are to promote legal migration channels, to prevent illegal immigration, and to maximize the positive effects of migration on the development of the country of origin. And this is being done in close partnership with countries of origin and transit. Until now, this is what has happened. This is the small border town of Chop in Ukraine. From here, it's easy to reach 4 European countries: Romania, Hungary, Slovakia and Poland, through forests or over the mountains. Although very often the journey for illegal migrants stops here in this sort of reception centre.
Наибольшее количество мигрантов – Грузия, Молдова, Китай, Афганистан, Пакистан. Это Индия. Это то, что при них нет никаких документов.
NGOs like this one, financed by the European Union, welcome and support migrants in transit. Washing kits are distributed, as well as familiar food and clothing. Among them are people who are fleeing their home country because of conflict or persecution. They can therefore seek asylum. Here they receive protection and legal assistance. Longer-term activities are underway with the national authorities to improve the reception conditions and to look after the migrants and asylum seekers. But it's at an earlier stage that the EU is also putting in place the key elements of its strategy for managing migration flows. Let's go to Odessa to see the scheme in action. It's daybreak over the port. The headquarters of the European project UBAM is here in Odessa. Its aim is to put in place an integrated border management system at the gates of Europe to facilitate legal mobility while fighting against illegal movements.
Egyik prioritás a misszió tevékenységének segíteni a moldáv és az ukrán hatóságokat, főleg az illegális migráció azonosításában, embercsempészetben, és hát az ehhez kapcsolódó bűnügyi vizsgálatok kialakításában, főleg a nemzetközi szintéren.
The European experts deployed in the field have been chosen from all the countries of the European Union. Jean-Pierre Albarelli is one of them.
Nous approchons du poste frontière le plus important de la région, entre l'Ukraine et la Moldavie, avec grosso modo 3 millions de passagers par an.
Très concrètement, c'est une mission de conseil et d'assistance à nos collègues ukrainiens et moldaves, afin de les accompagner sur leur chemin vers les standards européens de gestion des frontières. Ils en sont encore au concept de garder une frontière, puisqu'ils s'appellent toujours des bords de garance, et nous les amenons, nous les accompagnons vers la notion de management des frontières ou gestion des frontières. Manager une frontière, c'est la garder où et quand c'est nécessaire.
At the border post, it's very straightforward. Pedestrians pass through the yellow lanes to be checked. The vehicles are separated by category and examined by the Ukrainian guards. The UBAM experts don't carry out any checks themselves, as they don't have executive powers. But here on the ground they can observe and propose techniques and give advice to the border guards. Only the travellers and vehicles given the green light can cross the bridge.
Красная линия у нас обозначает, что здесь, на данной местности, показывает государственная граница. То есть до этой линии это Украина, за этой линией это уже Республика Молдова. Ну, значит, борьба с нелегальной миграцией – это один из основных, скажем так, задач, которые стоят перед государственной пограничной службой. На данном участке у нас есть, как, скажем так, это следование граждан Молдовы с целью легального выезда в иностранные страны Европы.
But that's not all. The work is also to fight against criminal networks made rich through trafficking in human beings and smuggling. So using international coordination, inquiries are carried out on the ground and an analysis made of areas at risk. We're leaving Ukraine to go to the heart of Moldova and its capital, Chisinau. Here, a large number of people would like to migrate, albeit temporarily. Even if no one is prepared to say as much openly, the advertisements in the street express people's real feelings. So, alongside the efforts deployed against illegal migration, the European approach is also to promote legal migration channels.
I flussi migratori verso l'Unione Europea sono una grandissima opportunità. Il trucco consiste nel gestire questi flussi migratori ed evitare che siano anarchici e del tutto incontrollati.
Concrete proof of this approach is that in 2008, Moldova signed a mobility partnership with the European Community and 15 European countries. On the ground, this partnership has already resulted in measures to give people better information about legal migration channels and on work opportunities abroad, but also help for those who want to come back to find work and to use their experience acquired abroad.
Nu befinner vi oss i ett jobbexpo fungerar som en informationspunkt som ger information till jobbsökande och arbetsgivare. Det kommer också att tjäna som en brygga över till det nya EU-projektet som Svenska arbetsförmedlingen har fått ansvar att implementera. Ett migrationsprojekt där vi försöker hjälpa moldaver i utlandet att komma hem och hitta jobb och de som funderar på att flytta ut att göra det på ett lagligt sätt.
Tamara is one of the people who could benefit directly from this European project.
Am plecat 6 ani și am lucrat legal în Israel. Am lucrat legal și după 6 ani m-am întors înapoi în Moldova.
The money which Tamara was able to save abroad as a carer for the elderly allowed her to buy a small apartment in the outskirts of the capital where she lives with her son. She's now thinking of working for a few years in Moldova before perhaps going abroad again. She plans to use the new advice and assistance services which the European project will offer.
Eu consider că acest proiect este binevenit pentru moldoveni, fiindcă am multe prieteni care pleacă după hotare, ele plătesc în jurul la 4.000 de euro acum și pleacă ilegal în orice țară din Europa, care au mers în apă rece la jumătate, care au mers acoperite în cutii de carton.
The global approach proposed by the European Union has been warmly welcomed by the Moldovan government.
Evident că migrația forței de muncă trebuie să fie benefică atât pentru țara de origine, cât și pentru țara de destinație. În anul 2008, suma remitențelor a depășit cifra de 1,6 miliarde de dolari americani și fiind în creștere față de anul 2007. De surse financiare transmise din străinătate beneficiază circa 40% din gospodăriile casnice.
The mobility partnership also includes schemes to encourage migrants to participate in the development of their country by making it easier for them to transfer money back home and put it to a productive use. Certain sectors of the Moldovan economy are already growing fast. One sure sign is the appearance of so many construction sites. Another symbol of the changes taking place is the big shopping centre in the heart of the capital, the Moldova. Perhaps a call to return home. This young Moldovan couple living in Brussels are still deeply attached to Moldova. Vadim is working as a consultant and Christina studies at Antwerp University.
Nu este ușor, dar se merită să faci asta, pentru că dacă să luăm rezultatele în termen lung, atunci e bine să investești în educație, să investești în tine ca să poți oferi mai mult când mergi înapoi acasă.
So can migration be an opportunity for migrants, their home countries and the countries of destination? There's still a lot to be done, but that's what can be brought about by the global approach to migration being put in place by the European Union and its partners to the east, as well as in other regions of the world.